as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
2025. The biggest conversations are happening on Hard Facts.
If the model of Rebolo was genuinely interested in local government funds, would have protested to be cancelled.
Somebody is receiving 30,000 naira after serving the country for 5 years.
From the stories shaping Nigeria's future.
And we don't put my mood further. Whenever people are clapping, he's praise singers when they ought to be telling him the truth.
I mean, he did not do any remarkable thing in your state, and you are celebrating corruption time.
To real-time feedback from you, the citizens.
There is propaganda. They can never make it work. I will not support that tax reform.
If NBS is turning out very fake data to us because this data lacks empirical evidence.
We dig deep with the decision makers, hold the powerful accountable, and keep the conversation alive on social media. Join Maryann Okon every Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the most interesting news. This is Hard Facts.
10 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. Officially welcoming you to Hard Facts. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And yes, this will be your most authentic news experience on the radio. You can take that to the bank. My name is Maryann Okon, welcoming you to the show. We start off every Monday with a big weekend because the weekend was pregnant. And then, of course, the new week has a lot of stories that you and I can sink our teeth into. And yes, of course, we'll try as much as possible to make sense of it all. We're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. You can be part of the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. You can join the conversation also. If you're listening to us from outside of the country and you want to be part of the conversation, please, by all means, join us on WhatsApp by calling. If you are from the diaspora, call 08095975805. Or better still, just send me a message. Okay? Well, I hope you had a great weekend because, and you saw the lovely pictures of Mr. President in Rome. Did you see Shay? Welcome, Lagos. This is how we begin the show, as usual, of course, welcoming you into the conversation that starts on the 3 o'clock hour.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
The big weekend.
Yes, it is the big weekend on Hard Facts. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. Live from our audiovisual studios. Don't forget, we're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube. These are the big three stories from the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. 2027 coalition. Atiku camp offers Obi VP role in one-term deal. Let's get into some background, shall we? There are indications that former Vice President Atiku Obi may have offered the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi a vice presidential role in a joint single-term ticket. Indications, we're not sure. Well, reliable multiple sources, according to the Punch newspaper, involved in the coalition effort to requested an anonymity due to a lack of authorization to speak on the matter, told the Punch newspaper that the proposal was initially discussed during a meeting between Atiku and Obi early this year in the United Kingdom. Now, the insiders disclosed that Atiku has committed to serving a single 4-year tenure, and Obi has agreed to be the former's running mate. However, the ex-Anambra governor was said to be working to secure the backing of his core loyalists. And so, Ndi Obedient, this one's for you. Are you open to this idea of Peter Obi deputizing Atiku? Because there are too many things to be discussed here, and I don't want to, feed you with too much information. But first things first, is this an idea that you would throw your weight behind? Because again, he needs your, permission per se. And what's the guarantee that Atiku Abubakar is going to stick to his promise to do a single 4-year tenure? Who's to say that Obi really wants to deputize anybody again, being that he was able to garner the votes that he garnered amidst all of the rigging in the 2023 elections? And if these two were to be in agreement to form a coalition, and then the people are saying, yes, we support you, can they unseat A Tinubu? These are questions I want you to think of while we're still running through the big stories. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about insecurity. Herdsmen, bandits strike in Benue, Kebbi, Imo, Ondo, and Kogi. They kill 33. That's aside the 20 soldiers that are missing since last week, aside the 7 that were killed in Borno, and several others that have been killed in Plateau, in Benue, and the list is endless. But the Vanguard newspaper here reports that herdsmen, bandits, and kidnappers were on a rampage in different parts of the country this weekend, killing no fewer than 33 persons in Benue, Imo, Kebbi, Ondo, and in Kogi states. Several other persons were also injured, according to the Vanguard newspaper, in these attacks, which have further worsened the insecurity in the country. In Ogumoigbo and Okpolo axis of Agatu local government area, Benue, at least 15 persons were killed in an ambush by armed herders who invaded that area. This attack also left several persons, most of whom were traders, injured and some of them missing. The worst thing that can ever happen to a person is being displaced in your own home country. It's the worst thing that can ever happen. But the question is, obviously, is the anti-terror war overwhelming the Tinubu administration? Does it seem like even our security agencies and everyone involved, does it seem like they're weary, they're tired, and it's beyond them now? Or are they just uninterested in the number of people that are being killed every single day unwantedly? Because the numbers just keep piling up. And by the way, I'm going to be having a full-fledged conversation on the 5 o'clock hour today with Dr. Kabir Adam, who is a security expert, and we're going to, talk more about this insecurity situation and the whole round circle of it. And finally, automatic tickets contract fueling defections to the APC. This is a story here from the Daily Trust newspaper. Lofty promises allegedly by the presidency and the national headquarters of the All Progressive Congress APC are some of the reasons, according to the Daily Trust newspaper, why legislators, high-ranking elective officials, and chieftains of other political parties are defecting to the All Progressive Congress. By most instances, affects such internal party wrangling for government as reason on whose back. Well, though political defections are new in Nigeria's democratic process, and we have so the opposition symptoms less into President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration have triggered success. So now, notes behind the wave of things, especially amid the worsening economic conditions. I go on and on and on, but as political, what we call democracy has it descended in the pits of return. It's the nation democracy. 7301465 710 and you join the Facebook and you push your comment. What it's 0097505. We will love them. You see, some go straight to the.
Hello, good morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead.
I think we say I got to spend a force.
Yes.
We want to present and deceive body here. Who is? Who that 1923 I tell them when we come on when the body don't you look person defeated Tinubu not to very issue when it's quite important. I mean, that's what we have to talk again.
Wait, you led her to Nassau and she's not able to come to Benue. Wow.
So honestly, it's pathetic.
Yeah,
you know?
so sad.
Thank you
very much. I appreciate it. 01277. Remember, just like a couple of power when the president made promises to, if we are not as far as just here, if you stop from paying NEPA bills, when you're polluted, you pay too much. I'm gonna keep playing you that, and you know the burying of people in Plateau State in Askews apart. I think maybe it's not even us. Maybe it's just that because not your things affect them thinking. Why are we still recording these numbers single day? Our president is in Rome. Yes. Why? We took security very seriously. Mr. President said, you know what? Pope Leo, I've got to deal with something. I send an emissary of sorts to represent me. But he's there. Hello. Welcome, Marks.
Name? Personally, from Atiku, this is like, the current. Don't want him to be there. Now, Atiku comes, takes 1 hour, and they integrate, they do it in the because of what we say, no. Putting up our own and have something to being clever into how can they wait if you are the people who support it.
Very much. The to read because he needs his much little serious. Hello,
please to be very careful. The sound of not how when it's time with the big chance after definitely you see that the system now the last week in our option to really answer this
much. I appreciate it. And she said because I can those of you who have seen it, this is the very first Kings before the bird read stuff. There's a cry of a child whose family has been wiped out in broad daylight.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
How do we make our cooking come alive? Oh, for that taste you meal when you like. Oh, I mean you want cook food to impress. Oh,
whether it's jollof or na stew, even for porridge or spaghetti, cook to impress with Pepper Terra.
One of the biggest football fan festivals in Nigeria is back. It's Go Fest 2025. Come turn up the energy. Go Fest 2025 will also feature exhilarating games, food, and comedy. Come watch the UEFA Champions League finals on a super huge screen. Go Fest 2025 will take place on the 31st of May 2025 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, Ahmadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available. Get your free tickets now at www.gofestnigeria.com. Go Fest 2025 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic, sponsored by Squadron, proudly refreshed by Pepsi. They say truth sets you free. But in a world where news spreads fast and popular narratives shape opinions, how do you separate truth from deception? Introducing Fact or Propaganda, the show that puts the biggest social, political, and media narratives under the microscope.
More than 60% of the population is below the age of 30. A lot of them haven't been to school.
A lot of these young people are not employable.
Every week, we critically analyze narratives shaping our country, separating facts from clever manipulation. Who benefits from these narratives? What's real and what's just propaganda?
Unfortunately, paternity fraud is not a crime in Nigeria. Our laws are silent on this issue.
Join the conversation. Be part of the investigation. Tune in. Join Babatunde Abdusalam every Monday, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 99.3 Nigeria Info. And let's uncover the truth together. Fact or propaganda. Only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Don't just believe. Investigate.
Charlatan, quality anti-malaria, contains Artemisa and lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
Mom's love is pure. It's so Shida. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's gonna be fine. Cheers you up. Mom tastes tea. Nourishes the family. Golden Terra oil. Tasty. Golden Terra oil. Nourishing. Golden Terra oil. Golden Terra soya oil. Golden Terra oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil. Pour pure love.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Unstoppable, you fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Meals, don't compromise. Go for
Rich, consistent taste for cooking mouth-watering soups, stews, and jollof. Choose wisely. Choose Gold. Terra Gold Seasoning Cube.
1 cube. Endless possibilities. Terra Gold.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories. You know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, it is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. 32 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. If you're just joining us, we are looking at the big three stories from the weekend. So this is the big weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And we're talking about, of course, insecurity. We're looking at 2027 coalition handshakes under the table, maybe on top of the table. And, of course, other masses arising, but most importantly, the issue of terrorism. And before we went on that break, I wanted to just remind you how serious the killings are. Today, we're reporting about Benue and several other, and I keep retracing the fact that we make it sound like it's a northern problem, but it's coming home, closer to home. And yet our politicians seem to be playing in kids' gloves. And the question is, what gives?
Security and commissioners
I won't be nice here, so eh? It's painful when you see people who woke up with hope, wanting to go about their businesses, but they were struck literally where they stood. Bodies littered across the communities. And yet, Nuri Badu tells us that enough is enough. We should all stand up and do what? The House of Representatives tells us that, we need a security summit, just another tea party. Something has to give, right? Something does have to give. But we can no longer fold our arms and say, it's their problem. It's not our problem. So what do we do? How do we stop this from continuing? Because tomorrow it might just be somebody you know. God forbid. But that's our reality today. More and more people are dying. Something has to give. Hello. Welcome to Hard
actually,
Facts.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Chris.
Go ahead, Chris.
Quick one. Atiku, for God's sake, I've been saying to this man since 2011, forget about this, your presidential ambition of 18. What stop you from fronting somebody? A younger person. You have people in PDP who you can front. Every year you come out, is it because Buhari run for 4 times and they cried and they succeeded? Then you think it will happen to you? Then for this security, where is Sebastian? You remember Sebastian, Action Lady? Hello.
Go ahead, Chris. I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead quickly.
Sebastian is one guy from Benue State that always call praising these people in government, and it's happening to his people. Where is the secretary to the federal government? What is this still doing there? Keshin Shatima, what is this still doing there? This morning, your radio, your news, they mentioned 5 states. Like Uzoma mentioned Imo, Ondo, Hope Uzodima that told Nigeria 2027 no going area. What is it called? What are they saying? When I say politics is dirty, people thought I'm joking.
Thank you for calling.
We all
Chris.
are in for it. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. I do appreciate it. Keep calling 0201-277-0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, you are Mr. Mbako from Lasamaji.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Maryann, Atiku, one tenor. Is he telling the fools?
So you don't believe that Atiku could be a man of his words?
Am I a stupid person? If others are stupid, I'm not a stupid person. Why is he ambition to become a president of this country? All those massive killings. How many times have Atiku talked about killing in Nigeria?
He has. To be fair to him, he has.
People should learn a lesson. Nigeria, you are hearing Nigeria does not mean for ordinary Nigerians. The ordinary Nigerians who are crying are the ones who are Nigeria, like as you are playing the video what happened in Benue. That is called Nigeria, not those ones who are not living in pain. Why is it that it becomes a bishop to become a president of a country? Look at the massive killing. Maryann, if you can believe with Mr. Mba, you know that Nigeria is not in a country. If Nigeria is in a country,
all right.
If Nigeria is in a country, what this killing
Mr.
can never. This killing.
Thank you very much for calling. I'm letting you go because of time.
It's a shame to call Nigeria.
Thank you very much for calling. I'm letting you go just because you have exceeded your time, okay? And I want to give everybody, enough time to speak. Hello. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Malik speaking from Frestack.
Go ahead.
Maryann, dead bodies means nothing to the government. If you let 3 million die. Yes! Maryann, this has been on for 20 years. 20 years, have they put an end to it? No! People have occupied local government in Benue State. What are the government doing? And they have airborne battalion on them in Benue State too. They have Air Force base where they have fighter jets there in Benue State. You will see almost 20 jets parked in the Air Force base in Benue State. What are they doing with the jets? It's only to spend money for servicing. That the money is for someone to collect for servicing. Tucano jet is there parked for servicing. Someone is collecting the money. What excuse are they giving to us? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in this country as long as he lives. Every problem is not new to any president in Nigeria. What are they doing to it? Nothing. It's how the secretary to the state government is thinking of how to remove the governor of Benue State. Nothing of how they are killing his people.
Okay, Malik.
Thank
you for calling.
We have nowhere to go. Good morning, Adi. Good afternoon.
Thank you for calling. I want to quickly read some of the messages that are coming in on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on YouTube Live. Don't forget, you can join the conversation on our live stream. We're on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation on WhatsApp. If you are listening from outside of the country, you can participate by calling the WhatsApp number 08095975805. Let's go to WhatsApp quickly, and then I'll go to Facebook. All right, this one here says, Chima from Surulere says, the cry of the young girl in her supposed country called Nigeria has sent shivers all through. What crime has she committed to experience this? Our rulers are busy with 2027. We all are in for it. Unfortunately, Nigerians are all hopeless, he says. Peter Bonds here says, let Atiku kindly take a back seat of the political car, please. Having been running for president since 2011 under the AC, PDP, etc., thank you very much, Peter. Mama from Adamo in Ikorodu says Nigerian political talks are no longer a thing of interest again. Let's have a united front against bad leaders and government. Okay. Ayo here says, abnormal has become normal in our land. Politics has removed our thinking faculties. Each time a place is overrun by bandits, government only issues a terse statement to condemn. Atiku has a right to contest. I doubt Obi will join the coalition. Any news? From Messi in Agora. Messi actually said she was going to Benue, and I've not heard back from her. Messi, you need to let us know if you were back or you're still in Benue. Peter Obi is seriously overrated. This is from Femi in Lagos. Okay, your opinion. There are those who think he's the best thing after sliced bread. Dele from Lekki says the joint ticket of Atiku and Obi would help the opposition to defeat Tinubu. I challenge anyone to name a stronger candidate to muster the muscle to defeat the incumbent now. Interesting. Steve from Ijaniki says selfishness is just flowing in the chromosomes of these our so-called politicians. Why can't Atiku come out with an arrangement that will bring a young man from the north to be Obi's running mate on a single-term agreement? On the killings, anyone still thinking this government has anything different to do to bring an improvement is just daydreaming. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Simple. But that's an interesting point. How come we don't have someone else deputize Obi? If we really are interested in a coalition that must work. Or why can't we have neutral people that Nigerians will throw their weight behind and let these guys who have continuously been there step aside? How about that? This one here says, Maryann, good afternoon. The truth is, considering the kind of elections we conduct in Nigeria, our shady system, and the shady system that we have, Peter Obi or Atiku Abubakar will never be president if they refuse to come together and form a coalition. The same thing APC did in 2013. Fred, thank you. And Dose here says the only formula that can get Tinubu and APC out in 2027 is a coalition of Atiku and Obi, because the duo already has millions of supporters. Anybody who understands the Nigerian social political space will support this ticket, which is giving sleepless nights to APC supporters now. By the way, Maryann, Tinubu chased away Dr. Jonathan after just one term in office, using the same core north that is going against him now. This one says Peter Obi should not trust Atiku. Atiku was the reason why Tinubu won the last election. If Atiku truly loves this country and is interested in the freedom of the poor Nigerians, he should have supported Obi in 2023, knowing that a Northerner just concluded 8 years. I will vote PBAT instead. Wrote to me. You don't cuckoo talk your mind, Abby. This one's from Dr. Mustafa Abubakar. He says, our governments are the causes of these threats. Rearers are doing. Okay, you mean that the rearers are doing. Okay. To ameliorate these things, intensive systems of grazing ruminants should be ordered. And anyone used to extensive semi-intensive systems of grazing should be dealt with as practiced abroad. Now, that's a conversation that must be had, because we talked about this open grazing, no open grazing. I mean, under Buhari, it was just a ping pong game, if you ask me. Here we are again. This one says, this unholy, unreasonable alliance being proposed by Atiku and his cronies can't be taken seriously. Obi has constantly posited that he won't play a second fiddle to anyone, talk less of Atiku. How feasible is it to hand over to Obi after 4 years, even through election or what? Elder Godwin from Ogun State, thank you for your message. Let me go to Facebook quickly, and then I'll go to X, because we also have messages coming on X, a lot of them actually, surprisingly today. But let me go to Facebook first. Fred Iswa says, whether Atiku Abubakar will stick to the 4 years agreement or not, I just want APC and the President Tinubu out of office in 2027. I believe that every single Obi supporter will vote any ticket Obi is in, whether the ticket is as vice or as a candidate. You are believing too many things, sir. Okon Namani here says, the former coalition, what was the end result? Atiku should go and rest. John Bernard Ohi here says, why is Atiku so desperate to be president? He should form a coalition with Obi as president and mentor younger running mates to Obi. What's that thing Jesus said? It's easier for a camel to go through the needle eye, eh? Complete it. Prince Leo Ozamma here says, Atiku should please stop insulting the sensibilities of southern people of Nigeria and respect the unwritten agreement between the north and the south, because it is the turn of the south to lead Nigeria after Buhari's woeful 8 years. Besides, Peter Obi is a man we want. Who's we? And need at this time to rescue Nigeria. That's already on the brink of collapse. Prince Ozamma, who's we? Miracle Johnson here says, so it's just not turn by turn again. Now I'm sure you mean the North Sixth power again. Okay. By the way, anyone is allowed to throw their hat into the ring to run for office. Now, it's the power brokers and we the people that decide who we want. Yeah, there's that unspoken agreement. It's your turn, it's my turn. But doesn't stop anybody from saying, I want to be president, because it's their right. But then we should be the ones, I'm saying should because half the time I don't think we do, decide who becomes president. James Tengu here says, Peter Obi shouldn't make any mistake of coming out as deputy. If he does, then it's an express way for the APC, because many will not and cannot support him again. He enjoys the people's support due to trust and belief the people have for him to turn things around. And Godwin Alfred here on Facebook Live says, the problem is between Obi and Atiku, whoever gets the ticket is only going to do 4 years. Obi will complete the South's 4 years, or Atiku sticks to the agreement and run for 4 years and return power to the South. Good afternoon, Maryann. Akko, thank you. Adekule Dotun here says, must Atiku become president? Why can't he support a younger, vibrant candidate if he really is interested in Nigeria's growth? The operating word being if. I've got so many messages to get to, but let me go to X quickly and read some of the messages that are coming in on X. Yes, I want to try to make sure that everybody is carried along, and I saw so many messages coming in on X, so I want to do justice to those. All right, so next here, Joy Forever says, permutations of 2027 already begin. I just hope politicians will serve personal ambitions. Herdsmen are killing innocent people daily. Our politicians are careless. Maybe we will be concerned when it gets to their doors. I will for the country as terrorism takes over the country. Ibrahim Abdullahi here says, to me, Obi can use Atiku as a bridge to become president, the same way Tinubu used Buhari to become president. CT here on X says, Atiku should stop wasting his time. Both APC and PDP rigged the last election against Peter Obi. Atiku is not a popular candidate. His best shot was in 2019 and he lost. He should go and spend time with his grandchildren. That's not nice. Ogene here from Ibedru says, Peter Obi should not accept any coalition that will make him a vice presidential candidate to anybody. Politics is full of hideous agendas. The coalition will not work if Obi is not the flag bearer, and the desert regime of APC continues in 2027. Duke of Enugu here says, the death toll is becoming something else. Unfortunately, this government seems not to care. I believe they seem not to care about so many things. It's not just about the terrorism. There's a lot of things that, we just think that, is government sleeping? Wake up, wake up. Oh, but they're really awake till the 2027 elections more than anything else, just so you know. And Jimmy Lomak here says, the federal government has recently proposed deploying forest rangers and arming them with advanced weapons. This proposal must go beyond lip service. The rangers must be equipped to the teeth, even better than urban police, and this must happen as soon as possible, as terrorists are gaining ground rapidly. Jimmy makes a very important point here, and more here says, who are the herdsmen? What are security agencies doing to curb insecurity in Nigeria? Must we all die before they act? Nigeria is burning. Just one unfortunate event that takes all. He says that's all it takes. I've got 3 minutes. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good.
So, it looks like chocolate, but tastes like poison. It is still poison, Maryann. I, for one, I would not want Peter Obi to have anything to do with the Atiku camp. Fine, they want to wrestle power at all costs. But at what cost would it be? See, if you're putting on white and somebody wants to soil it, the best bet is just to remove yourself and think outside the box. If you cannot think outside the box, then just leave it be. So I want somebody to unseat this present administration. How it will happen, I don't know. What alliances will be formed, I don't know. But honestly, in my heart of hearts, I want that opposition to be strong to oust this present administration out. That's my prayer. Okay. Now, whenever you play this audio, Maryann, where the tears flow and the crying, it breaks my heart every time you play it. And I'm asking myself, is it that our government is tone deaf on the scores and dozens of people that die on a daily basis? These are human beings, for crying out loud, not statistics. Every day, our women, children, brothers and sisters die all over this country, and nothing is being done. Yet, they are craving for 2027. I pray in my heart of hearts that they to meet something that they will be able to contend with so that they can face Nigerians squarely.
Thank you very much for calling. I'll take one last call and that's it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, this is Gordon from Otta. Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Maryann, I'm going to try to control my emotion.
Please do. Maryann, I beg of you.
Yeah. Maryann, in fact, I am very, very, very angry with some of Nigerians. It seems that we don't know what we want. I thought that maybe it's the politician that has the problem. But it seems that we, the caller and the listener, we are the one that have a problem. That we are still talking of is the tone of Southerner, is the tone of Northerner. When we know that this country is already getting to hell. A lot of things, many of us that are capable of taking care of our family, we are now begging. We are begging to survive.
Tell me about
See what the insecurity is. See the way this insecurity is. You come out to talk about what is going on in the country. They charge you for treason, or that you want to take over overthrow the government. What did we want? If we see somebody that wants to take us to the promised land, and we are still complaining, talking that we need it is time for a southerner or a northerner, what is wrong with us? Where are we heading to?
Godwin, I have to let you go because of time.
Is it that God is going to come down to come and rule us for us? What is wrong with us?
I promise you he's not coming. Thank you, Godwin, for calling. We've got to go on a break, Lagos. When we come back, we'll be doing our tour around Lagos on Checkpoint. Stay with us.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
That special secret that awakens taste buds. Mouth watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra seasoning cubes.
Terra seasoning cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
No see say this big bull bag of rice no get the new big bull holographic seal.
Not true.
Introducing the Big Bull Holographic Seal Tape, your favorite authentic Big Bull rice, 50 kg and 25 kg. Now with holographic seal tape. This is to ensure you get the premium product from Big Bull Rice. Do not buy if the holographic seal tape is not on the bag or is broken. Big Bull Rice. Tasty rice nourished you.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info Daily Winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 #3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347*880*3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lashon Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission.
One of the biggest football fan festivals in Nigeria is back. It's Go Fest 2025. Come turn up the energy. Go Fest 2025 will also feature exhilarating games, food, and comedy. Come watch the UEFA Champions League finals on a super huge screen. Go Fest 2025 will take place on the 31st of May 2025 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, Ahmadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets available. Get your free tickets now at www.gofestnigeria.com. Go Fest 2025 is powered by Benny and the Gang and Football Republic, sponsored by Squadron. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on. Malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
Good tasty food is worth living for. Worried about your oil every time you enjoy your favorite meal? Introducing Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Smart Balance Rice Bran Oil is rich in gamma oryzanol. Several studies suggest that gamma oryzanol may contribute to the reduction of bad cholesterol. Golden Terra Smart Balance Oil. Good food, no worries.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
All right, Lagos, the news comes up at the top of the hour. Yvonne Haifo is here with the news, but we'll continue the insecurity conversation on the 5 o'clock hour. Dr. Kabera Adamu joins us to break down this conversation, and we all obviously have to be part of this conversation because the questions that we're asking, we're not getting answers, so something has to give. What will be that something? We'll find out on the 5 o'clock hour. Yvonne is here with the news at the top of the hour.
Experience 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.